Four men and two inanimate objects, all competing to see who can predict the most games right this NFL season. How will the NFL intelligence on these four men stand up to the random chance of predicting between these two inanimate objects being randomly picked from a bowl or a Madden simulated franchise? Who will prevail? This is NFL week by week game predictions presented by Ascent Sports. Welcome. What's up, YouTube? It's Onion Bomb here.
Did you know there's a hurricane?
Yes, there is a hurricane. If any viewers are anywhere near it, I hope you're safe. But we didn't have to interrupt. I could have waited for another minute or two.
Oh, that was perfect.
But welcome to our Week 4 NFL game predictions. Today we are once again down a man. Not Steven, as you heard. As we all heard. But it's Isaiah this time, unfortunately. We do have Jimmy and the Bull and Madden. And we are going to give you our predictions for the Week 4 games. Isaiah sent me his picks. Before we do that, let's see how Week 3 went. And spoiler alert, not well. For some of us, at least. As a whole, it was kind of weird. The best record was Jimmy. He went 10-6, which is pretty good. But then it was the second best was 8-8 by Isaiah and the Bull. Steven went 7-9. I went 6-10, and Madden went 5-11. So yeah, not the best. It was a pretty weird week, as we'll look at in a little bit. Isaiah still holds first place. He is 28-19-1. Jimmy is in second now at 25-22. So a little bit.
Yeah, fuck you, Madden.
Yeah, fuck you, Madden.
Then it's Steven at 24-23. Then it's me at 23-24, 1 point negative. I'm in a very bad spot right now. Madden is 21-26, and the Bull is 17-30. So what happened this week? Well, the Steelers disappointed all of us.
We're not talking about that.
I just want a new offensive coordinator, and I want it to be Kenny time, and then I don't know. It's just it just did not go well. The Dolphins upset the Bills, which almost all of us took except for Steven. That was kind of wild. Because we were like, oh, we just gave Steven a free pick. That's the thing. I even took that game, and I still did that bad. Like, these teams just stink. It's not me, it's the teams.
It's the team.
Bengals finally get their win over the Jets. Maybe around up and up. The Titans finally get their win over the Raiders, but that means the Raiders still lost. Big oof. Raiders are 0-3. Panthers beat the Saints. Ravens beat the Patriots.
We're gonna call a timeout. Jimmy, the Raiders are 0-3. How do you feel about this, since you've been dick riding them since day one of this year, and honestly for all years to come?
What's all the slander, first of all? Second of all, because they're a good team.
I gotta call your bullshit out. I gotta call your bullshit out.
They've just been flopping like the Colts. They've just been flopping.
The Colts? Who said anything about the Colts? I'm talking about the Raiders.
I said some other Colts.
No one said nothing about the Colts. Raiders suck. You've been dick riding them for 69 years. All right, it's time to come off the horse.
I'm not giving up yet.
Sorry, Brenden. Continue.
It's all right. The Vikings and the Lions have a pretty close game, but the Vikings came out 28-24. Eagles beat the Commanders. The Colts proved that the Chiefs really are the frauds of the week. The frauds of the week hit. The Isaiah guarantee unfortunately didn't, because it was the Raiders.
I know my fraud. I know it.
The Colts beat the Chiefs after losing to the Jags and tying with the Texans. Very surprising. Bears beat the Texans. The Chargers lost pretty bad to the Jaguars, 38-10. That was just insane. Like, how does that happen? Rams beat the Cardinals, 20-12. Packers beat the Buccaneers, 14-12. Falcons beat the Seahawks, 27-23. In a very weird game, the Broncos beat the 49ers 11-10 as Jimmy Garoppolo pulls a Dan Orlovsky and walks out the back of the end zone. And then Cowboys beat the Giants. Cooper Rush so far getting it done. Yeah, so just weird games, weird upsets like the Jags winning, the Colts winning. The Dolphins winning.
Who won? Who did you say won?
Who won on what?
The Jags?
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Jimmy, you almost took the Jags and the Colts, but you backed out on both of them. You still did. You could have had 2 other points. So that is somewhat GG's, but that is proof. Don't shy away. Take the upsets. We shall see what upsets happen this week. Let's get to the Week 4 games. Alright, starting it off with Thursday Night Football, we have the Dolphins at the Bengals. The Dolphins are only one of 2 teams, being them and the Eagles, are undefeated. But I am going with the Bengals and saying that streak ends. I don't know, the Bengals, they seem to I know it was the Jets, but they seem to be decent. The Dolphins do seem really good as well, but I'm just having a gut feeling on the Bengals. Plus Tua, I don't know what he might he was still playing good, but there was something with him that they may have Mickey Mouse the concussion protocol for him. So I on a short week, I don't know if that'll matter. It might not. I'm going with the Bengals either way.
I'm going with the Bengals as well. I'm not feeling the Dolphins. Just a little bit of I don't know. More Brenden said, a little bit of Mickey Mousery happening over there.
I agree with you guys. Tua did look really banged up in that game. I'm good with the Bengals. The Bengals need a big win against a good team, so.
Yeah. Isaiah's going with the Dolphins. The Bull is going with the Dolphins. But Madden's going to take the Bengals, and their score is 27-24. A close one. Alright, next up we have the Vikings at the Saints. I'm going with the Vikings. Seem like a better team. Jameis doesn't seem like he's all there right now, as in playing good wise. I don't know. Just the Vikings seem a bit better and just more complete in this current moment. So give me the Vikings.
This
is a London game, by the way, I think.
Yeah, this is actually to me is actually a hard pick because I think both teams
this prime time.
I think both teams are, mid, but fuck it, I'm going with the Saints. Kirk Cousins, he doesn't do the prime time. We know it. He sucks at prime time. I'm going with the Saints.
I don't know. Is this considered prime time? It's like before. It's like I don't know.
Jimmy G doesn't do good in any spotlight, and this is in London. So
Jimmy G.
Or why did I say Jimmy G? I'm thinking of Jimmy going up next, but Kirk doesn't do good in any spotlight, and this is in London. There's only one of these a year, I think. So, yeah.
There's a couple this year.
There's a couple this year?
Yeah, I know the Jags and Broncos play, I think.
So this is still a primetime-ish game. So,
It's a different time. London games are weird. Anything can happen.
That's true. I'm going with the big old Vikings.
Isaiah is going with the Vikings. The Bull is going with the Vikings. Madden is going with the Saints, and their score is 28-7. Alright, next up we have the Seahawks at the Lions. Give me the Lions. They are just the better team. And even though the Lions aren't, like, good yet, I think they're close, honestly. They're closer than I thought. And I think they'll be able to beat a team like the Seahawks, who keep disappointing me after I picked them. So, regardless who they're playing, I was going to pick against them this week, regardless. But yeah, Lions.
Give me Motor City Dan.
Did I apologize last week to the Lions?
No, you
I
didn't.
don't think.
You know, I hyped myself about it and I forgot about it. I'm going to sit up and say it. Lions, Detroit, I apologize. I necked you guys. I should have went with my main gut doing the season predictions and gave it to you. But I apologize. The Lions will win this game and win their damn division.
Ooh. I wish Isaiah was here for that take.
Me too. You might see it next week. Might not.
He might. Speaking of, Isaiah is also going with the Lions. The Bull is going with the Lions. And Motor City Dan, we're all in on the Lions. Madden is going to take the Lions as well. 38-19. Very interesting. Alright, next up. It's our team. Our game. The Jets at the Steelers. Oh man, have the Steelers disappointed me the last 2 weeks. I kind of figured that a New England upset was coming. I just didn't have the heart to take it. And I was worried going in the Browns game, but like deep down and like for the first half gave me a better confidence. I really thought we were gonna win that, but it just completely crumbled. I do feel a little biased doing this, but I am going with the Steelers. But honestly, with this upcoming stretch, this might be the last time I take the Steelers for a little while. Because we got some good teams coming up, but give me the Steelers against the Jets.
Yeah, the Steelers have been disappointing over the last few weeks, unfortunately. But this is the Jets.
No. Shh. Don't. We can't denounce the other team. Every time that happens,
we can.
No, we can't, bro. Isaiah did it's Jacoby. Jacoby went off. Oh, it's New England. New England beat us, bro. We
Well,
can't.
I don't know why you would say it about New England. New England does still have Bill Belichick, and they are New England. Like, come on. And yeah, the Colts finally did beat us for the first time in a million years. Like, congrats. But this is the Jets. Fuck them. They're trash. Yeah, we're trash too, but they're even more trash. I'm taking the Steelers.
Well, now the Jets are going to win. But, knowing Pittsburgh, we just gave away... We didn't give away. We just had a bad week again. And knowing Pittsburgh, out of nowhere, Mitch is going to go off for like 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I said that last week. Didn't happen.
Mitch is going to go off and shut the fuck up. Mitch is going to go off for 3 fucking touchdowns, I bet. Then fucking make us all cry because Kenny will not play. So they're going with the Steelers.
Me and Isaiah have been talking like I don't know, like I don't want Kenny to get ruined by like Matt Canada's bad play calling. I almost want to get like a new offensive coordinator before Kenny plays. which hopefully, if this season, like, we get someone, we can't. I saw a graphic, we have like a 33% rate of going 3 and out. It's like one of the most in the NFL. Second most or something. Isaiah is going to guarantee the Steelers win this game. So he's taking the Steelers for the Isaiah guarantee. The guarantee is 0-3 right now. But last year he guaranteed the Steelers beating the Bills, and that went well. I think he might even guaranteed one of the Browns wins as well. So who knows? This might be a good thing. The Bull though is going with the Jets, and Madden's going with the Jets too. Their score is 30-24. Alright, next up, we have the Bears at the Giants. I'm going with the Bears. I think the Giants' hype is a little dying down. Not that they had too much hype, but they had 2-0. I think it may have been a little Mickey. I think this will prove it. I'm going Bears.
It was definitely Mickey. I'm going Bears.
I want to go with Saquon, but Giants, I guess. Giants. I'm sticking with Brenden, going with my gut feeling. Giants.
Well, Jimmy, you have a point opportunity because Isaiah is going with the Bears as well. So this could be a big point. The Bull is also going with the Bears. But you do have Madden. Madden's going with the Giants, and their score is 35-28. 28. I don't know why I said 20. I clearly see the 8. Alright, next up, we have the Titans at the Colts. The Colts are coming off an exciting win. The Titans, you could maybe say the same, although they have the worst opponent. However, both of these teams overall had a poor start to the season. This one could go either way. I think these teams are like both kind of. I'm going Colts though. I'm feeling the Colts.
This is an AFC South division rivalry, so I mean, I'm going Titans.
I'm gonna go with the Colts. I'm not gonna stop picking them. I can, but I won't.
Isaiah's going with the Titans, and he's put in parentheses, who cares? Who cares? The Bulls going with the Colts. Madden is also going with the Colts, and their score is 28-18. Alright, next up we have the Chargers at the Texans, and I'm going with the Chargers. You cannot lose back-to-back weeks to the Jaguars, then the Texans. You just can't, right? Right? The Chargers should be better than this. They need to be better than this. I know they're dealing with a lot of injuries, but they have to win this. I'm going with the Chargers.
Are they better than this though, Brenden?
They have to be. They have to be.
Is Herbert blank?
Because, I gotta break some news to you.
Oh no.
The Los Angeles Chargers, for whatever reason, I still always want to say San Diego Chargers, but the Los Angeles Chargers, I can't even get this fucking stuff. The Los Angeles Chargers are the frauds of the week. They will be losing to the Texans, back-to-back shit teams, the Jags, then the Texans. It's over, man. I'm sorry. Look, they're dealing with injuries, all right? Herbert wasn't looking all that crazy last week. They're in a bit of a spout, you know, and like they're a little bit fraudulent. What can I say? They're a fraudulent week. They're losing to Texans.
And to answer your question, Jimmy, I do believe Herbert is playing. The question is he 100%? I don't know.
Oh, that's a hard one, Brenden. That's a hard one. Because, yes, I believe Chargers are a better team, but Herbert's hurt. But does that matter? I'm going to go with the Chargers. Fuck it. Fuck you, Steven.
Fuck them too.
Isaiah's also going with the Chargers. The Bull, though, as I drop it, the Bull is taking the Texans. Madden is also taking the Texans, and their score is 31-21. Bruh. The Chargers can't lose this. They just can't. Alright, next up we have the Browns at the Falcons. I'm going with the Browns. Falcons did win, but against Seattle, who's a pretty bad team, I don't think the Falcons are all that. This might be a weird upset, but after how the Browns are working against us, I don't know. I think they'll get this one done. Yeah, I'm going Browns.
I'm going Browns.
I'm going Browns.
Isaiah is going with the Browns. The Bull is going with the Browns. And we are all in on the Browns. Madden is taking the Browns 31-13. Pretty big margin. Alright, next up we have the Commanders at the Cowboys. I'm going with the Commanders. The Cowboys are on a little bit of a streak with playing games in their division, but I feel like Cooper Rush and just like the Cowboys, they're just due for a loss. The Giants and game was pretty weird. I don't know. I'm going with the Commanders on this one.
Yeah, I'm going with the Commanders as well.
I don't know.
Jimothy.
See, my issue with this game is if the Cowboys D-line can sack Wentz, the Commanders don't have offensive line this year. That's their issue. But at the same time, Cowboys the Cowboys. I'm going the Commanders.
Isaiah's going with the Cowboys. I was panicking a little bit. I thought he missed this game, but it was not where it was. He was in order so far, and then this one got out of order for whatever reason. The Bull is going with the Cowboys. Madden is going with the Commanders. Their score is 24-17. That's a weird divisional one right there. Alright, next up we have the Jaguars at the Eagles. Give me the Eagles to advance to 4-0. I know the Jaguars got a pretty surprising and good win against the Chargers, but I think the Eagles will be able to beat them. Going Eagles.
Yeah, I don't think the Jags are going to do that back-to-back. I'm going to Eagles as well.
I'm going with the Eagles.
Isaiah's also going with the Eagles. Madden's going with the Jaguars. I meant to say the Bulls going with the Jaguars, but Madden is also going with the Jaguars. They're both going with the Jaguars. The score Madden has, though, is kind of 28-10. Disrespectful to the Eagles' offense and what they've been doing. Alright, next up, we have the Bills at the Ravens. This is a pretty good game. Two pretty good teams. AFC contenders. But I'm going with the Bills. Bounce back after the loss to the Dolphins.
I got Bills.
Josh Allen's hands hurt. Ravens.
And, actually, Josh Allen's hands. Isaiah thinks Josh Allen's hands are fine. He's going with the Bills. The Bull is going with the Bills. And Madden is also going with the Bills. So, all alone, Jimmy on an island with a point opportunity. Madden score, 23-17.
That's fine.
All right, moving on to the 4 o'clock games. We have the Cardinals and at the Panthers. Is something going on with the Cardinals? Is Kyler hurt or something?
I don't think so.
Because the Panthers were favorited in this game in FanDuel, and I couldn't
Really?
see why. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. There's got to be something going on.
I didn't see anything. I'm still going with the Cardinals, but it does scare me a little bit. But hopefully the Cardinals do get it out.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cardinals as well.
Yeah, I'm going with Cardinals.
Isaiah is also going with the Cardinals. The Bulls going with the Cardinals. And Madden is also going with the Cardinals. We are all in on the Cardinals. Their score is 28-14. So yeah, I don't know if that was like a little glitch in FanDuel or if it's I don't know what's happening there. Or if there's something we're missing, I don't know. Regardless though, we're all in. All right, next up we have the Broncos at the Raiders. I think both of these AFC West teams had a little too much hype at the beginning of the season by like everyone. However, my reasoning last week, the Raiders just got Devontae Adams and just got Chandler Jones. They were a decent team last year. They cannot be 0-3. Now they cannot be 0-4. I think I'm gonna keep picking. I'm going with the Raiders. I just cannot see them like keep losing with like with these low key expectations and just low key. I don't know. They're just too bad right now. They need at least a win. Broncos, they did squeak one out against the 49ers. But, like, they're still really weird offensively. And just as a team, like, they're just... I don't know. Raiders are at home, too. Give me the Raiders in this one.
I'm going Broncos. Raiders are going 0-4. I think the Broncos are just better. Sorry. Yeah, skip Jimmy. You already know what he's going to say.
Yeah. Raiders. Fuck the Broncos. They're the fraud team this season. Don't want to hear about it.
This is the fraud bowl. Isaiah is going with the Broncos, but he put in parentheses, I want to pick the Raiders, but they keep fucking losing.
You gotta hit one of them at least, you know what I mean?
The Bull is going with the Broncos. Madden is going with the Raiders. Their scores 35-21. I don't think it's gonna be that high, because these teams are just not like that right now. It doesn't seem, but I do believe that is a 3-3 split. So very interesting. Alright, next up we have the Patriots at the Packers. I'm going with the Packers. The Patriots, like, you know, they're like one step away. Like, they can score points, but they're like one step away from our offense. They're just not the greatest. I think the Packers are an overall better team. Packers defense should give them some trouble as well. Yeah, give me Packers.
Yeah, Packers all the way.
Yeah, Packers.
Isaiah is also going with the Packers. The Bull is going with the Packers. Madden has us all in on the Packers. Their score's pretty interesting. 34-32. Alright, next up, we have Sunday Night Football. The Chiefs at the Buccaneers. I thought about this one for probably too long. Both of these teams are coming off losses. They're just really not what people expected offensively. Mike Evans is coming back. The Chiefs looked good prior to the Colts. I don't know. Some people are saying Tom Brady's age is finally showing. This is just a toss-up. I'm going with the Buccaneers, though. It's more of like a gut feeling. I was back and forth about this one, but something's telling me to pick the Bucs, so I'm going to listen to that and take the Buccaneers.
Taking the Bucs.
I'm taking the Bucs.
Isaiah's going with the Chiefs. Point opportunity. The Bulls going with the Buccaneers. And Madden's actually going with the Buccaneers as well. So Isaiah's the only person taking the Chiefs. I did not expect that. Madden scores 28-20. I definitely think this is going to be a lower scoring game. All right. Last up, we have Monday Night Football. The Rams at the 49ers. And give me the 49ers. The Rams always struggle every year against the 49ers. A lot of times they get swept by the 49ers, regardless of how good of a team they are. They were able to beat them in the playoffs, but it's kind of like a Tom Brady and Saints kind of thing. Just in the regular season. Though Tom broke that curse this week, just barely, or this year, just barely though. He was playing a little bad. Jameis helped with that. 49ers are coming off a weird game. I think they're going to beat the Rams. I'm going with the 49ers.
Rams.
Rams.
Isaiah is also going with the Rams. So I have a point opportunity there. The Bull is going with the 49ers, but Madden is going with the Rams, and their score is 28-24. Alright, guys, that is going to do it. What do you think of our Week 4 picks? If you want to know how we do, make sure you watch our Week 5 NFL game predictions video like we did with Week 4. We'll recap our scores and records of how we went, and then we'll get into predicting the Week 5 games. But for now, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. You know it's always up to you. And we'll see you guys in the next video you watch of us. Goodbye.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know